Apparently, one of the kids wanted to have a sleepover at their aunt's house and invited 3 friends. My girlfriend kept staring at me from the corner of her eye, and I knew she wanted me to cancel my plans with my dad to take care of these kids. I waited for her to ask or say something about it, but she didn't, so I didn't. I tried to help while I was there, took her dog outside, tried to tire the kids out by racing them, lol, and even ordered pizza. The kids weren't bad or even very rowdy, just mostly excited. I left around the time I had originally intended, and while my girlfriend didn't say anything, it was clear she wasn't happy. The night with my dad went great but uneventful. This morning, I woke up to a text from her. I have never felt as disrespected as I do right now. You were meant to be my partner, and you abandoned me. I needed your help, and you left me here to fend for myself. What did I do to deserve that? Do you hate me? This was followed by another text. I think we need to talk in person. I'm honestly kind of angry myself. The more I think about it, the more it seems like she signed up to watch 5 children and then got angry when she had to watch 5 children. But then I wonder if I'm being too harsh because I do help out whenever I'm there, pretty often, so maybe she had a certain expectation in her head that I would help. I don't know. I'd like to hear the opinions of others before I have this talk and do something I'll regret because I think she's being unfair. Update 1. You guys really helped me see some things I hadn't considered before. Someone mentioned that offering me booze to get me to stay was pretty insidious and wondered how many times she had done it without me noticing. That made me think back to how many times I was already at her place, either having a drink on the couch or working on something, when her cousin's kids showed up, either out of the blue or because my girlfriend forgot to mention they would be there. It also made me question how much of my decision to help babysit for free was actually my idea. I didn't love the idea of being manipulated, but I figured it was a harmless enough case, and if we talked about it and she apologized, it would be no big deal. So when I went over to her place the next day, I was pretty calm. We had texted a little back and forth, but nothing big because I think we both wanted to talk in person. She was crying before I got there. We sat down, and she started with, "Why did you leave me?" So I asked her why she didn't ask me to stay. She said that she knew I knew, and that I was smart enough to realize she would need help with 5 children. So I asked if I would have gotten any of the money, and she looked angry, then started going on about how she didn't know I had fallen on such hard times and that she would go in her purse. I rolled my eyes at that, immature, I know, and asked if she tried giving me booze so I wouldn't leave. She looked shocked for a minute before answering. No, it was so obviously a lie that I just moved on to the next question, asking if she had done it before. She started looking angry again and said that if I really thought she would do that, we shouldn't be in a relationship. I knew she was bluffing, but honestly, I was so done at this point, you could stick a fork in me. So I took her up on it. I hadn't intended to break up with her, but suddenly, when I was given the opening, I realized I kind of wanted to. I still love her, don't get me wrong, but this wasn't the first time she had screamed like that, though it usually wasn't at me. I just didn't want to hear it anymore. She messaged me the next day, apologizing and asking if I saw a future for us. When I said no, she dropped it. Her mom and dad came to my work, and I don't know if it was just hilarious timing or if they wanted to say goodbye. We had a pretty good talk, and they confirmed there were no hard feelings between us. I didn't ask about my ex because it didn't feel proper, but they offered that when she talked to them, she had been really embarrassed about the breakup. They were hinting that they wanted to know why, but I just shrugged. I wasn't sure how they would respond, and I didn't want to get either of us in hot water with them or accidentally start some kind of reconciliation attempt. Thanks for the help, everyone.